What is going on, everybody? 2Bob29 back in the lounge yet again. Make sure to kick back, relax, and grab some snacks. Today it is time for the Tentacles and Tombstones Prize Wall Eval. That is right, Spring Outbreak 2025 is here, and the end is upon us. Now, something to keep in mind, these prize walls, yes, they go down in a day and 20 hours, but there are contests that go down in less than a day that, if you collect certain gears, will give you either more prize wall, more rewards, things along those lines. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go over the Compass Prize Wall, we'll go over the Pearl Prize Wall, and then we can talk about what these, I guess, rewards would turn into. So, let's talk about the compasses real quick. Compass Prize Wall, you have your three characters, not including LA Knight, from the 2024 October Zombies month. They all have new gears. LA Knight has his gear as well, but it's on the Pearl Prize Wall. These gears were also available at loots some point throughout this 10-day period. So if you got them in loot, congrats to you. If you didn't, they are available on the Prize Wall. Punk is starting MP, which I don't think, it doesn't show here, but Punk is starting MP. Bailey is black gem damage, and I believe Brett is also black gem damage. So a lot of you are probably wondering, why is Bailey gem damage based? Well, she does have a pretty strong black gem damage setup, to be honest with you. But that's for her. I mean, you could use triple black or yellow also, but point is, it's very, very strong. Bailey's 150, Brett is 100, Punk is 4 starting MP, and LA Knight is 150% yellow gem damage. So LA is the same thing as Bailey, just for yellow instead of black. Anyway, enough of me rambling. The Punk gear is here. It's helpful to me. I don't really think it's all that good on him because of the price tag, right? It's a good gear. 4 MP is nice. His moves are 5 MP to start out with, so it essentially frees up an MP trainer, which is cool. It's nice. It's good for instances that you can't use trainers, things like that. For me though, it's not really that beneficial. The only thing that it kind of allows you to do is use another damage trainer instead of an MP trainer. And those other damage trainers aren't that crazy. It's not like you're getting 500% X break damage or anything along those lines. It's just MP. To me, it's arguably like the weakest of the gears in terms of damage output. Sure, it's good in terms of starting MP, but I mean, it's very similar to me with the Becky gear. You're really not getting much from it because the MP charges are already so low, and you can definitely do just as good without it as you can with it. Now, moving forward, the Bailey gear, that's going to be my go-to on this one. I really like her gem damage setup. I really like the Silence gems. It uses the Silence Anniversary plate. It uses the Royal Rumble plate, the black one that is. So definitely some strong capabilities there. I will definitely be getting that myself. And the Brett plate, an extra 100 black gem damage. Not a big deal. I guess that's the best way to say it. If you're going to use Brett, he's going to get the job done. And that's kind of my issue with all these characters. All these characters are still strong enough to this point that they will get the job done without needing their gear. It is cool, however, to get gears to kind of future-proof yourself if there's another rarity coming down the pipeline or anything like that. But that's all entirely up to you. For me, I'll most likely be getting the Bailey one. I might cave and get the Brett one just because of the event. We'll talk about that later. Moving forward, we have the Becky gear. Look, I will be honest with you, I don't like Becky at all. She's good. A lot of people like her. I'm not one of them. And MP gear doesn't help me like her anymore. The Usos gear, I wanted to get it way back when just because I was missing it and it was cool to get type of thing. The Usos, for me, really fell off in terms of how good they are as a showboat when you talk about how good the showboat class is for males. So not really stressing over that. The Ray gear is fantastic, but it's also for a character that's, 2 years old essentially at this point. Um, and like, yeah, it helps in Showdown. It kind of is solid, but I'm not really using Ray very similarly to the Usos portion because there's so many other good powerhouses in the game now. So good gear, not really something that I'm going to be losing sleep over. But to be fair, that's kind of what this whole wall is about, is just getting gears for characters that you don't have yet. Don't have the gears of yet, I should say. Sammy gear, solid if you're still using him. He was arguably top striker for about a year in the game. And then we've been loaded with strikers, so it's been a wild few months here. Zombie Bianca gear, okay, definitely not worth the price tag. Powerhouse Cody gear is good, especially if you like playing Cody. You typically have a mid lane bonus. You have a Santa to spare. He's good. It's a... I'm trying to think how to word it. It's kind of like a personal preference gear, right? If you like Cody and you want to make him work, you can absolutely do that. If you don't feel the need to invest in him that much, then no need in getting it. You got plates. All of them are zombie plates. The Chelsea's Entombment is the Blast Gem, Black Gem damage bonus. The Last Right to Hell is the Traps for Green Gem bonus. The General's Hand is make a sub, get purple and yellow MP. Bite Man is a sub for 200% red gem damage. The Ultimate Opportunist Z plate. Make countdowns, you get all gem damage and a little bit of gem defense. The LA Bite, whenever you use a yellow move, get yellow gem damage. Heartstopper, whenever you use a blue move, get blue gem damage. The Out of Control is okay. It's whenever you make silence gems, increase all your gem damage by 100%. The Sheriff's Badge, everybody loves. The Bianca's Braid is the X-Break plate, 6 or more for 100% gem damage. So, very, okay skill plates. None of these are game-changing. They're good. None of them are game-changing for a typical account, other than maybe the Sheriff's Badge if you don't have one. But that's also very, very sparing. You have 102, 150% straps, so you got to roll the class, and you got to roll the era, and you got to roll the bonus, so 100, 130, 150. There's gem and there's move, so definitely a lot there. And then you actually have huge shard amounts for characters, right? So this is what kind of caught me off guard, is that you can get gears for cheaper than you can shard amounts for some people. So look, I mean, I will always tell you go for a new character over just about anything else. Punk for sure for me is top of the tier here because he's arguably up there for best powerhouse in the game. LA Knight is very, very, very strong as a trickster. Some people don't like his gameplay. They don't like how slow his animations are. They don't like that he needs a Piper plate. Still super strong. Zombie Bailey, arguably top, female in the game, if not just top female striker in the game. Like she's up there, on the podium for most people. So can see getting those shards. Tusos, like I said before, more or less a CSS when zombies rolls around for me at this point. Sammy, again, very good. Not up there in terms for me. Becky, good. Not great for me, especially with how good Acro Female is. Liv, very solid pickup, especially for the price. Powerhouse Female is definitely struggling. Liv still finds a way to be relatively good in Powerhouse Female gameplay. And Brett, good coach, right? Like, good fighter. You could definitely use him, but not someone that you're going to go to. And then there's all the cleanup crew stuff. 40 to 50, 150 rather, gem damage straps. You got to roll everything on that. Star fragment cases and a bunch of econ, right? Metal bits, strap parts, coins, tokens. So lots to go over there. Huge prize wall. A lot of stuff. I would suggest, obviously, getting the characters if you're missing out on these characters. Definitely a solid pickup if you're within the shard amounts. The gears, I mean, for me, because, I know I have enough for Punk. I'm definitely not really looking forward to getting Punk's gear. Bailey, however, I will definitely be getting the Bailey gear because it helps her black gem damage setup. And that's something that I can see myself using moving forward. Now, the Pearl Prize Wall, okay? This is where the LA Knight gear is at, which is $1,400 for his gear. gives him yellow gem damage, and he is very strong with yellow gems, obviously. But again, to me, he is one of those characters that it's like if you got LA Knight, you don't need his gear. He's going to break 100 mil effortlessly, right? So the idea of investing that much money to get that many pearls to get his gear, that is a no-go for me. I can't see myself doing that. Not no way in hell. Outside of that, there is the Tusos as a full character, the Liv as a full character for 6-star gold. Those are nice, but again, I would suggest hitting the shards instead of hitting the characters. Then there's 150% straps for all the zombies. So you have Zombie Brett is gem, Zombie Bailey is move. Then you have Punk, LA, Tusos, Sammy, and Liv. These are all gems. They all have differing prices. Becky and Cody on here as well. And then you have the 8th anniversary skill plates they have returned. And then, of course, your cleanup crew stuff, metal bits, and star frags on the bottom. So, good stuff on here for sure. Definitely some solid pickups in terms of huge gem damage straps and even a move damage strap in Bailey's case for a lot of the characters that you're probably still using to today. And a chance yet again at picking up the 8th anniversary plates. So, some really good stuff on there. Now, before we close up the eval, let's talk about this collection contest. So, the Cataclysmic Current Collection Contest. Every gear that you get is 100,000 points towards this contest for the new gears that came out. Okay? So, Brett, Bailey, Knight, and Punk. Those are the 4 gears that are the new gears that came out. Each one, same value. There are 4 milestones here. So, you can get 5,000 compasses if you get 1 gear. You can get 500 pearls if you get 2 gears. You get a skill plate chest for the zombie skill plates if you get a 3rd gear. And then if you get all 4 gears, you get an additional 10,000 compasses and 600 pearls. So not bad if you can manage to do that. However, you'll notice that this is all prize wall currency. So if you have to get these gears off of the prize wall, it's almost like getting a rebate for getting them from the prize wall. So for me, that's why I want to go with the Bailey gear, because that will give me 5,000 prize wall back. So in reality, it's only 20,000 for the Bailey gear, not 25,000. That'll leave me with about 33,000 left. I can then get the Brett gear, puts me at 18,000. I will then pick up 500 more pearls, which will give me 2,500 pearls to spend on this prize wall. If I were to get the LA Knight gear, it's not going to give me anything other than a skill plate. And so that's not really helpful. The flip side is if I don't get the Brett gear, but I do get the LA gear, I got the LA gear 500 off, that would give me his gear at 900, which would mean I'd be at 1,100. I'd still be short from the real prize here to me, which is the 8th anniversary trap plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the Bailey one, get that gear immediately. I'm going to go ahead and get the Brett one as well. Not because I care to use him, but because I'm getting a rebate on the other prize wall. So now, yeah, I'm down to about 13.8 there. When I pick up the 5,000, I'll be back up at 18.8. That's neither here nor there. I'm going to go ahead and claim my 2 rewards. So there's 5,000 for the first milestone, 500 for the second milestone. So we got to wait for this all to load back up. So you'll see I'm back at 18,000. And now here I'm at 2,500. So now what I want to do is I want to get this trap plate. There's no way I don't want to get it. That's going on either Cena or Julius. It's going to make them fantastic. So that's another trap plate. Or sorry, a trap plate I should say for me. I could get these other plates too, which, I mean, they're okay. I don't really think I want any of them other than the silence plate for Bailey, right? So that's kind of where my debate is. Do I get the silence plate or do I get the 150% move damage strap for Bailey? I have a feeling that I will be able to get a silence plate in the future, maybe a little bit easier than I will a 150% move damage strap for the right now of Zombie Bailey. So I'm leaning towards this move damage strap, not so much this silence plate, even though this silence plate is really, really strong for her. So that is something that I will have to, I guess, conclude on within the next day and a half or so. But this is what I wanted to showcase to you all today before all of this closes up, why spending your prize wall on gears can actually reward you and how it's going to do that. So for me on this, with the remainder, I might go for a move damage strap. Who knows? And maybe get one for Bailey out of here. It's slim pickings for sure. But I don't really have much left for 18,000 to dump. So we'll see whatever, I guess, time will tell in terms of what'll unfold and what I might get with the remainder of my prize wall. But those were the big ticket items that I wanted. Got the Bailey gear, got the Brett gear for the additional prize wall towards the pearls, and spent those additional pearls on that trap plate. So that's going to be it for me on this one. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like the video. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button to be kept in tune with all of my updated videos. Share with your friends that want to know what they should do for their prize wall decisions, and leave some comments left below. What did you get with your prize wall? Did you like the Spring Outbreak for 2025? All of those good things, leave them in the comment section below. But until next time, everybody, have a good one.